Hello to all of you out there in social media world. Yes, this is Brother Dana coming to you from Chicago. Happy 2019. I pray that this year, especially for my Hebrew brothers and sisters, will be a year that affirms, declares, and begins to show you that your time of oppression under Esau, under the Gentiles, is coming closer to the end. And with that being said, I want to dive right into what I want to share. And part of what I'm sharing with you is a precursor to you, my Hebrew brothers and sisters, to a couple videos that I really want you, and I'm asking you to listen to, which are attached to this video. I've met these individuals and they have absolutely been a blessing to me. And I wanted to officially introduce them to you all because I don't want to, keep all that I'm receiving from them as mentors to myself. I want to be able to share them to you all as well. And in saying that, I also, after tonight's video and what I want to share with you, I want you, those of you who have been following me, to understand that I will be shifting some of my content, a majority of my content of my videos, more specifically and intentionally towards my Gentile family members, because the time is nearing for a change that is going to take place. And I have also been called by the Most High. And maybe even the biggest part of my calling is to forewarn my Gentile family members of what lies in our near close future. But this I can say, as my mentor said, truth is truth. And so when truth goes out, regardless of who's listening, it's going to be powerful. And so the title of the video is Both Sides Declare It's Jacob's Time to Reign. And I'm going to come from two sides. The one side, my Gentile family members and Christian members, so they have an understanding of where I'm coming from the New Testament, from where we have placed most of our teaching on the New Testament. But then I'm also going to come from the Old Testament to back up what is being said in the New Testament. And so I want to start right now with Luke chapter 21:24. And this is in the King James Version, and it says, "And this was the words of Yeshua, or Jesus Christ, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword." He's talking about his people, the Hebrews, God's chosen people. "That they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. Oh, until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled." In Luke 21:24, here Jesus, Yeshua, speaks of the future events, including the destruction of Jerusalem and his return. And we know that Jerusalem had to be trampled down by the Gentiles. And when you, my Gentile family members, do some research, you will find out that the current Jews are not the true chosen people of the Most High, but they are Ashkenazi Jews. They are Gentiles just like you and I. And yes, they have trampled down Jerusalem. We have trampled down Jerusalem. And when that happens, we will have it. But until the time of our favor or reign comes to an end. Romans 11:25. "For I would not, brethren, that ye shall be ignorant of this mystery." Well, it's no longer going to be a mystery. Lest ye should be wise in your own conceits. That blindness in part has happened to Israel until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. That blindness, as been taught to me in the Christian church, is not blindness to Jesus Christ as salvation, but it's also a blindness of who the real chosen people of the Most High are. And now that blindness of this 400 years is being lifted, and my black brothers and sisters across the globe are coming to an understanding and a revelation that they are the true chosen people of the Most High, that blindness is being lifted. And now what happens as the blindness is being lifted from us as Gentiles? That our season of reigning would be fulfilled, which means our reign is coming to an end. Why? Why is our physical reign as Edomites, as Gentiles, coming to an end? Because of Jacob and Esau. What happened with Jacob and Esau? Genesis chapter 25, verses 29 to 34. Now Jacob cooked a stew, and Esau came in from the field, and he was weary. And Esau said to Jacob, Esau, Edomites, us Gentiles, us people of red skin, because our blood shines through it. When Esau came in from the field and he was weary, and Esau said to Jacob, please feed me what that same red stew, for I am weary. Therefore his name was called Edom, Esau. But Jacob said, sell me your birthright as of this day. And Esau said, look, from his mouth, I am about to die. So what is this birthright to me? Take it. You can have it. Just give me what I want. Then Jacob said, swear to me as of this day. So he swore to him. So Esau swore to him. A covenant was made. A birthright, a privilege was given over. Not by gunpoint, not by fear, not by manipulation, but by a sound choice that Esau made. And sold his birthright to Jacob, and Jacob gave Esau bread and stew of lentils. Then they ate, arose, and went away. Thus Esau despised his birthright. And from that point on, there has been a battle because we know that when Esau gave his words there, when it came time for Isaac to pass away, he called Esau and he said, I'm about to die. I'm old. I'm blind. Go fix me my favorite. And Esau, instead of saying, but wait, Dad, I can't have this. Because as a younger adult, I gave this birthright freely over to my younger brother. And maybe I made a mistake in doing so. But being a man of integrity and of honesty, I must say to you, Father, the birthright, my birthright, I gave to my younger brother, the second-born, Jacob. But no, Esau ran out to do what he needed to do to get his blessing, even though he gave it up freely and despised it, even the Bible says. But see, as Christians in the church, we don't focus on the word that was given to Jacob by Esau. We look now at how horrible Jacob was and Rebekah in coming together to cheat out Esau of his birthright, when all along we gave it up. So yes, my fellow Gentile Christians, my Edomite brothers and sisters that come with me through the lineage of Esau, our time of reign is up. Jesus, Yeshua, declared it himself. And the basis of that comes from Genesis between Jacob and Esau. because there's been a battle ever since between the two. And yes, we as Edomites have taken what we've wanted by the sword, just as Esau did. But see, the birthright to reign forever was not given to Esau, nor his family members, but was given to Jacob. And now that season of fulfillment, of allowing Esau and his family members to reign, is coming to an end. Because the 400 years of slavery and oppression and judgment and curse that was placed on the people of the Most High is over. And now we, as white Christians and white America, will have to face the justice of the Most High God. Not for originally enslaving, as many as my white family want to say, well, blacks gave them up to blacks. Well, whether that's the case or not, the issue is how have we treated our black brothers and sisters over all these years? How have we treated them? What have we done to them? And you know, those that have been following me, I always like to be up in front and honest. And so I have spent my first court date in trying to keep my home. And I found favor with the judge, and she sent me down to some lawyers who will help me put some things together. And as I sat in this waiting room, I was pretty much the only Edomite, white guy, and I was surrounded by several of my black brothers and sisters, but one particularly stuck out to me. About an 80, well no, she was probably 65 years old. Her mother was 85 years old. And her mother fell to some sickness and was in the old folks' home. And in the process, the system of the Edomites of white America is doing everything in their power to take this house away from this 85-year-old woman who has been living there for over 25 years. Not taking into consideration that she's never missed payments until she fell ill. And because the daughter doesn't live there, the court lawyers can't represent her because she doesn't own the home. But mom is in the old folks' home with dementia. And so now you have this lady that's trying to keep her mother's home, and yet running around to try to find a lawyer to meet all the legal things that she must meet in order to represent her mother who has dementia, in order to keep the home that her mother has been living in for over 25 years. And I must say, I am grateful and I am thankful that finally the season of the Edomites, the descendants of Esau, the white system in this country is coming to an end. Because what system in what country that says they're believers by descent in Jesus and in the Bible would not let something like this happen? But to be in a system, I am grateful and I am hopeful that this system will come to an end soon. But there's hope for us as Gentiles. Yes, there is. And I know some of my Hebrew brothers and sisters may disagree. But there's hope for us. And that hope comes through Yeshua, Jesus Christ. But it says you must worship him in spirit and in truth. That truth now is that we have oppressed and enslaved the very chosen people of the Most High, whom we have always been taught in the church that if white America blesses and protects Israel and the chosen people of God, we will be blessed. Well, there's a major detail that we have been lied to and have embraced in protecting false chosen people and actually enslaving the true chosen people of the Most High. And I had a conversation with a fellow Gentile man of God, Christian, the other night that gave me a call. And when I brought this up, he said, well, Mr. Stevens, minor details, why do they matter? And I said, sir, if they're so minor and they don't matter, then why don't we matterly put the truth on it that Jesus, Yeshua, did not look the way he looked, and that there are some inconsistencies with our teaching and some things that just don't make common sense. And I said, and he's like, well, we're all the same. And I said, but you didn't have that attitude yesterday or earlier today if I was talking about the white Jewish people. But now that that has changed, it's a heart condition. And that truth to you as my Christian brothers and sisters is recognizing that we need to repent, repay, and give back to every one of our Hebrew brothers and sisters that we have stolen from them. And so I want to thank you for joining me in this video. And I put the links below to some videos that I would really love for all of you that are listening, but specifically my Hebrew brothers and sisters. I know in this year, the Most High is going to do some phenomenal things to recognize and begin to showcase who his true chosen people are. And as a forerunner to my Gentile family members, I'm saying unto you, we must prepare this. We must prepare our hearts and turn, and we must repay, and we must begin to bless and love and protect the true chosen people of the Most High, as we have been teaching us in the Christian faith for generations when it came to the white Jews. You can always find me at www.onelovesociety.love. Again, that's onelovesociety.love. And this is Brother Dana coming to you from Chicago here on January 3rd, 2019. And until we meet again, peace, or what I really like to say now is shalom.